Second start of the series is Dave Stewart. He lost last Sunday night to the Phillies. He gave up that 5-run third inning, the big blow in that inning, the 3-run homer by Jim Eisenreich. Dave Stewart has lost 3 straight World Series games, games 1 and 4 in the 1990 series.
The 0-2 pitch, breaking ball, is struck him out. Dykstra in the air in shallow right. Carter charging hard. Alomar way out, and Carter makes the catch. After a half inning at Skydome, the Phillies nothing, and the Blue Jays coming up.
Holland is vying to become the first Phillies pitcher, make that the second Phillies pitcher to win 2 World Series games. Steve Carlton did it back in 1980. He won games 2 and 6 against the Kansas City Royals, and that was the only World Series the Phillies have ever won. The slider in on the hands and the sinker away to the right-handers.
They just walked White. They wanted to peel down to first. Dave Phillips isn't looking at Dana DeMert. Molitor to right center. Well hit. Eisenreich on the run. Looking up. It's off the wall. White speeding toward third. He'll come around to score. Molitor into third with a triple. And the Blue Jays lead 1-0.
Third base with less than 2 outs.
Carter, high fly ball to left. Thompson drifting back. Thompson at the wall, makes the catch. Molitor can trot in from third, and the Blue Jays lead 2-0. 2 runs in the Toronto first. Up the middle, base hit past the diving Stocker. Olerud comes around to score, and the Blue Jays lead is 3-0. In the air in right center, Dykstra waving away Eisenreich, and he makes the catch for the final out of the inning. 3 runs in the first for Toronto after Sprague at third, throws him out. And the Phillies go in order in the second. After an inning and a half in Toronto, the Blue Jays 3 and the Phillies nothing. The 3-2 pitch with Borders running is strike 3. White goes down swinging. College baseball player, St. Vincent's in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Thompson had a tough time. The outfielders complain about line drive. Sometimes it's hard to pick them up in the lights here at Skydome. 1, 2, 3. Go more of a running quarterback back then. Little looper, big trouble. And the first hit for Philadelphia. No chance for Sprague or Henderson. Dalton trying for 2. And he is safe at second. Hustling double by Darren Dalton, who took a bit of a chance with his team down by 3. The payoff pitch. Little looper and a base hit. Dalton being waved around. Devon White with the throw to the plate. It's cut off. And the Phillies are on the board. It's 3-1. 6-0. Eisenreich runs. Thompson bounced it to second. Alomar throws him out. 1 run for Philadelphia in the 4th after 3.5. 3-1 Toronto. Watching Roberto Alomar lead off with a fly ball to deep left. Thompson on the run over his head and off the top of the wall. Nearly a home run. Alomar settles for a double. The 4th inning. Alomar 3rd and 1 out. Sprague to right and deep. Deep enough to get the run in. Maybe better than that. Eisenreich against the fence. And Alomar is in to make it 4-1. Check swing, Tapper back to the mound on what looked to be ball 4, and that ends the inning. 1 run for the Blue Jays in the 4th after 4, Toronto 4, and Philadelphia 1. The runners will again be going with the 3-2 pitch. No question about that one. A little bit further outside. And the tying run is at first. And the go-ahead run comes to the plate for Philadelphia. The World Series with very little in the postseason from their cleanup hitter. And that continues as Hollins is out on a bounding ball to first. The Phillies leave the bases loaded. They've stranded 6 halfway through the ball game. Where they're to be at game 7. Gosi said he wouldn't know till tomorrow. Molitor reducing the likelihood of a game 7 somewhat with a tremendous blast into the second deck and left. They were chanting MVP very faintly in some sections of Sky Dome when he stepped in. Ball games without it, Tim. Played very well, in fact. And Olerud lines one to center right at Dykstra. That ends the inning. 1 run for the Blue Jays in the 5th on the home run by Molitor. After 5-1 Toronto. Milt Thompson, the hitter. He swings away at the first pitch and pops it up. Ed Sprague and Tony Fernandez. It's the third baseman making the catch in foul ground. 1, 2, 3 go the Phillies. We'll return to
Blue Jays lineup. Their offensive production has come from Molitor, and defensively and from the pitching, Dave Stewart.
And Roberto Alomar greets Roger Mason with a line drive into right center, cut off by Eisenreich. And Alomar. Strike 3. Fernandez strikes out on the high fastball for the first out of the inning. Enjoyed very much his experience with the Phillies, as you might expect. A pop-up, Truck taking charge out in front of the plate. And that ends the inning. We've played 6 at Sky Dome in Toronto, and the Blue Jays. Well hit to right, way back, and that one is way out of here. Second deck home run for Lenny Dykstra. And all of a sudden, it's a 1-run game, 5-4. Rising to the occasion when it matters most indeed. The payoff pitch. Up the middle, a base hit. Duncan waved around and he will score. 5-5. High chopper could be a big problem. It will be. Everybody's safe. Bases full of Phillies with 1 out. An infield did not bring him in. The pitch to the left-handed hitters Dalton or Eisenreich. Summoned him to pitch to Milt Thompson. Leiter, the winning pitcher in game 1. And was one of several pitchers on both sides roughed up in game 4. Birthday. And Incaviglia drives one to center. Deep enough to bring the go-ahead run in for Philadelphia. Hollins comes to the plate to make it 6-5 Phillies. Pete Incaviglia needed just 1 pitch to pick up his first World Series RBI. Phillies have scored 5 times. He struck him out. And that ends the inning. But as they stretch at Sky Dome, the visit. The 1-1 to Kruk. Broken bat, bouncer down to third. Sprague throws him out. The Phillies have stranded 9 base runners. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 6-5 for Philadelphia. He's on to protect a 1-run lead with 1 out of the bases empty in the 8th. It's his 3rd appearance of the World Series. He's had a tough time. He pitched a total of 1 inning.
All sorts of options here.
Ball 4. West walks Olerud on 5 pitches. And we saw Jim Fregosi the other night. First in the 8th inning, and Larry Anderson is on to make his 4th appearance in this World Series. And like West ahead of him, Larry hasn't fared very well. In 3 innings, he's given up 5 earned runs on 5 hits. Philadelphia. Anderson's 2-2 to Fernandez. Hit him. Fans boo, but certainly that's the last thing Anderson wanted to do was put the goal. The payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. The 1-2 to Borders is a pop-up. Mickey Morandini wants it. And he makes the catch. And Toronto leaves the bases loaded in the 8th inning. We go to the 9th. It's still in the bottom of the 9th tonight.
Well, you could see him in your monitor. I think with Ricky Henderson coming up, I think Larry Anderson will be called on to get out Henderson. We'll see.
Indeed we will. Ward did his job, a 1-2-3-9. Last chance for Toronto coming up. As he did during the regular season. And he'll give the ball to Mitch Williams to try to get the final 3 outs and force a Game 7.
Remember that old television series, Get Smart, with Don Adams. The great line in that was right 99. Well, Jim Fregosi getting smart and calling in number 99 again. 43 saves this year.
Ball 4. Williams walks Henderson on 4 pitches to open the 9th. Mid-80s in his last appearance in Game 4. Line into center, falling fast, a hit. Third of the night for Molitor. Henderson stops at second.
Stottlemyre and Castillo throwing in case of extra innings. Fastball is hit to left field, down the line, in the corner, home run!